three really that people really want to hear. Owl. Dog. And then the other would be bullfrog.
Ooh, okay.
Bullfrog people love.
Welcome to Creepalachia. This is a show of hunting. I don't know, agriculture. I don't know the words, but we're going to talk turkey. We're going to talk deer, coyote, fox, Bigfoot. I don't know, all kinds of stuff here. We have a professional in the studio with 2 boxes full of calls for various animals. Thank you for joining us, Chris Walls.
Thank you so much, JD.
Yeah, this is going to be, I've been waiting months for this, and I reached out to find a hunter, and you sent me a message. It was like, hey, like, I'm like a champion turkey caller. And I was like, yes, let's go, because I know nothing.
And where am I from?
You're from McDowell.
Say it. I love how you say it.
McDowell County.
Did you see my comment on that post?
Man, I don't know.
Well, it was like, it got so much traffic. I still get likes on it.
Oh, nice.
I said, we say McDowell, McNeely, McBride, Mac Roberts, but it's McCoy's just McCoy.
Right. Yeah. Why is that?
I don't know.
That's funny. That's a good observation.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you grew up there?
Rotorfield.
Okay.
Yes.
For how long?
Till college, 18, graduated from Mountain View in 95.
Lord, yeah. Yeah, we was talking, your buddies with my cousin, Steven.
Yes,
shout out.
Absolutely. Steven and Vicky, great people.
Yep. Was you friends with Greg? Let's see. You had Stephen, Greg, and Mike, the brothers.
Who I grew up with, Michael Belcher, was real close to my age. So we played ball against each other growing up. But they left like junior high-ish years. I think they moved.
Yeah. Let's see. Michael now lives in Raleigh County, but Stephen was up in Morgantown. So, well, cool. Small world. So, growing up, when did you start getting into hunting?
I started hunting early. Squirrel hunting, rabbit hunting, deer hunting. That was first. And I didn't find turkeys until I was probably about 14. My uncle took me the first time. And when I went spring turkey hunting, I was like, man, where has this been my entire life? Like, it was just so different than anything I'd ever done in the woods because of the interaction of the calls.
What do you enjoy about it?
The weather is one. In the springtime, it's cold a lot of mornings, but you're looking out and it's going to get up to like a low of 42, a high of 70. That's like a quintessential spring morning that you'll go out and hunt. So you know warmer weather's coming as the day goes. It's not like it's just going to stay freezing. That was one thing. But the interaction, the calling back and forth, and all the different calls. I mean, you can see I probably have 100 things around me here. Yeah,
this is intense.
Yeah, I've got a lot of different calls from a lot of great guys. And I'll mention all their names just so if someone hears the call and it's like, oh, that's so-and-so, they can reach out to them because there's a lot of them.
Yeah, I didn't realize how deep this world is. I started doing, just a little research, so I'm not completely green on the subject. And like, it's a big deal, this whole competition thing.
The NWTF, which is National Wild Turkey Federation Conservation Organization, their national show in Nashville each year is the largest convention in the city of Nashville all year round. 85,000 people came last February.
Wow.
So it's a 4-day show. So, Saturday's the biggest day, but that is a lot of people. And it's amazing that that's the biggest show in the city of Nashville. I mean, country music and all the things going on. The NWTF convention at the Gaylord Opryland Hotel and Convention Center.
That's nuts. That's more people than Mile and Pushkar can hold.
Yes.
Like 65,000, I think, is up there. But wow. Okay. So when you were young, who taught you how, the basics of hunting?
It's funny. My dad was a non-hunter. He's a turkey hunter now because I got into it, but he never really hunted much. He took me squirrel hunting a few times, but my uncles and cousins, they all hunted. So my uncle, Siebert Pertee, who passed away a couple of years ago, he's the guy that introduced me to the turkey woods and was a phenomenal turkey hunter.
There was one year where I was like, I'm going to hunt. And then my grandpa, bless his heart, love him to death, said, well, I'm going to take him hunting. So we went out and killed a squirrel. And then I went home and it took me an hour and a half to skin this thing. And I figured out this is not for me. But I did have a good time being out in the woods in nature. And it was very oddly peaceful while trying to find something to slaughter. It was a good time, but I figured out like, I don't think I'm cut out for this, but I'd like to try again someday.
Have you been hunting? Do you hunt at all, man?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
No. That was the last time. I was probably 13. And also too, I shot a squirrel and it took 322 shells. This was a beefy squirrel. Like it was like intense to take it down.
They're tough.
But we finally got it took down and I got so excited I took off running and I tripped over a root or something and the end of the 22 went up and the sights hit my eye.
My goodness.
Yeah, it just went and my eye started bleeding. It looked cool. But, I could have had a really bad accident.
No kidding.
So I'm just glad the gun didn't go off. But yeah, that was kind of it. I was like, yeah, I'm good. But I'm always mesmerized by the culture and I appreciate it so much because I love eating meat and deer jerky. I just am not good at providing it for myself.
Sure.
Yet.
Understood.
So, yeah. But, all right. So when did you start getting into exactly what a turkey sounds like?
Well, started 14, 15, started turkey hunting and there was a contest and Jim Hayes, John Vandal, and a couple other people at home created an NWTF chapter and started having this turkey calling competition and seminar. And it was at Mount View High School the first year in the cafeteria. And I went and watched it and I was like, gosh, I want to call in this so bad, but I didn't. I was like, I'll just wait 1 year and I'll call in it next year. So that year, which would have been 93 to 94, it was nonstop calls pretty much for me. And they moved the contest because there was a wedding at Mount View. So they moved it from Mount View down to the McDowell County Vocational Technical School.
Lord, yeah, son.
and right as you walk through the front doors, there's like that one kind of large room off to the right there. They had it right there. And that's where I called in my first contest.
In the cafeteria?
In the cafeteria.
Cool.
Sure was.
Wow, small world. Because I'm a Mount View graduate too. I graduated in 2003, so this is a lot of fun. So the competition, how does it work? Do you just do with nothing in your mouth, or do you put something in your mouth? Like, what are the certain rules for?
Depends on the contest itself. Like they'll have natural voice divisions where you can only use your voice. Then they have friction divisions where you use friction type calls like a box or a slate. And then they have open where you can use anything. And that's where the mouth yelper comes into play.
Okay. Is that your expertise, would you say?
Gosh, at this point, probably not. At one time, yes. But they have gone so far with it now. Like I can yelp. But man, these guys nowadays, they're insanely good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you was in here. It sounded like the sound effects on Jurassic Park, where you hear that little thing that spits the venom out of its mouth. I'm like, this is crazy.
Yes.
So give us a little bit of this one first, and then walk me through what's going on here.
Okay. I'll just call like I'm calling to a turkey. Okay.
Sure.
First.
Yeah. Go right ahead. Dude, that's bananas.
So that's kind of just like flock talk, like a couple turkeys talking back and forth.
So they talk to each other?
Oh, yeah.
They're like, hey, Fred, like, look out. Chris is in the woods again.
Like a cluck and purr that call your... They do that almost constantly while they're feeding, and it's how they space one another. That's what biologists say anyway. Like they keep space from one another and go through the woods at a certain distance, but they always know where each other's at.
Wow. It almost makes me sad to eat them. It just sounds so cute. Like, man, I don't want to eat you, but then again, you taste pretty good. All right, so they have the little chatter there. What else do they like? How many versions of a call do you need to know to be able to be fluent in turkey?
There's here I'll do some calling on like, and a lot of the calls that I brought today are not all of them, but many of them are West Virginia, and almost all of them are Appalachian call builders. One of the best pot call builders in the world is from Princeton.
Really?
Lonnie Sneed. He's a legend. I think he's 86 now.
Yeah.
And I think he's still building calls. This is one of his calls. So you want to, like, to go turkey hunting, I would say you would need to know a cluck. And you need to know a yelp.
Wow.
So those are like two of the, I keyed there at the end. That's a show off thing that pot call guys will do. You don't have to do that.
What is it now?
Just the key. It's like a, it's kind of difficult to do on a pot. It takes some time to learn. But clucking and purring. That's what I was doing with the mouth call, but on a slate now or a glass.
So like you got to let it drag a certain way or something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just letting it skip across the top in short strokes. And then a cluck is you just put pressure down, pull towards you until it pops. And you notice I'm never taking the striker tip up off the call.
What's that thing made out of to be able to do that?
Glass.
Oh, okay.
That's a glass call, and it's made out of walnut and red oak.
It's beautiful.
Oh, yes. Yeah, Lonnie's calls look old when you get them brand new. This is an older one, but they all have that vintage kind of old school turkey call look. Like here's one that is actually an old call of his. And I don't know what I did with the peg to run with it.
Oh, it's okay. Take your time.
It's right here. Let me see. I'll just run this one. But this is a slate. And this is his hot hen slate call. It has maple and a cedar bottom. This thing's probably 30 years old.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
But here's what slate's really pretty at. It's clucking and purring.
Dude, it literally sounds like a turkey's just hanging out. I just don't know how the first person decided was like, I bet you I can make something that sounds just like that.
Yeah, it's fascinating, you know, and all the different, I mean, once we get into this, you'll be like, who thought of that? Or like, how did they, you know, a lot of these guys just had a sound in their head.
Yeah.
Like for instance, this here is a, what I call a Mississippi tree yelper. It's called, a lot of these calls developed in certain areas. But this is a turkey when it first wakes up in the morning in the tree. It's still in the roost. It's dark.
Still swollen eyes. It's like, I need coffee.
She's just sitting there, and if she talks, it's going to be. It's so soft.
Yeah.
So clear. No rasp, no scratch in it. But yeah, Clay Townsend made that.
So do you use that in the morning versus other things?
Or you can do that on a mouth yelper. Like if you were going to free call on a mouth call, be. So you can do it on different calls,
right?
That's just specifically made for tree yelping.
That's so cool, dude. And you know, you don't lug out 3 pelican cases out in the woods. You're you kind of have a plan.
This is the minimalist bag that I carry, and you know, it's 4 pot calls, and it has a big pot pouch in here for box calls and pegs and all your stuff, and it has a big pocket in the back. So yeah, all this stuff kind of gets watered down to this.
Yeah. So cool, dude. So let's walk through let's name all the types so I make sure that I show people everything we got here. I want to run through kind of the inventory and then we'll walk through them.
Okay. Sounds good. That's good. We'll do turkey first.
All right, turkeys first.
All right. So box call. This is a box call made by West Virginia box call maker Nathan Taylor, WVU guy, lives in Ripley. And to me, this call just has like the prettiest hen yelp in the world. That just sounds real to me.
That's crazy.
Like to my ears, that thing is.
There's a lot going on in there. It's more than just like, a hammer hitting a nail. It's like there's a whole nuanced conversation going on.
You can a yelp, basically the yelp note. It's like it starts high and you can hear it go all the way down to the low.
And scratch, yeah.
Hear that, and it's just built in the call. Another Appalachian call maker from Ohio, right across the border. Marlon Watkins, great friend, just phenomenal call maker.
Oh, wow. That's cool. So it's like they're fighting.
You can gobble on a box.
Yeah.
So that would be called a short box.
How much is that? Something like that run?
Depends on the call maker. These are pretty expensive. Like how much would be expensive for you for a box call?
For a box call, okay, so it's homemade wood, handmade. It looks like.
Oh yes.
I'm gonna say 120.
That's like now Nathan's calls. That's probably ballparkish.
Okay.
Marlon's short boxes are 225.
Okay.
And these long boxes are 250, depending on the wood combinations.
Gotcha.
So this, to me, for my liking, what I like the best, I like short boxes. Don't get me wrong, but I'm a long box guy. I mean, turkeys just love these things, and it's real high pitched, and it'll hurt your ears at times, like especially when you're keying on it.
Oh, I like that.
So real. I mean, if you get off from that gobble in the woods, say 100 yards, and I do that, you would swear that was a turkey.
Yeah,
I've recorded the sound in the woods.
That's nuts.
It's bizarre.
It just says,
oh man, that's turkey now. We'll stay on friction calls. Here's one made from a guy, my uncle. That was made in Shabby Run Holler, JD.
Lord, yeah. Shout out Shabby Run.
Piece of cedar from Virginia. Lost John was the name of these.
Ooh, this one looks cool. So for those listening, you got like a little piece in your hand and then you create the friction like you said.
Yes, this would be the soundboard, this edge right here that I'm cleaning off.
Right.
That's the soundboard, and then this is a piece of chalk in a striker holder. And then you listen to them, how different they all are.
Oh yeah, man. There's so much nuance to it. So the chalk, that's interchangeable, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
you can just take that chalk out.
Yeah, you use dustless chalk, like just regular school chalk. It actually, I want to say the recipe, but it's not the recipe calls for it. But it's the yellow chalk is what you're supposed to use. But all I had was white, so it gotcha. Sounds good to me, so I use it.
Well, I would never know.
Let's stay.
They all sound like turkeys to me.
Pot call. Tell you what, let me run the scratch box here. This one also was made in Shabby Run Holler, JD.
No way.
So this is a scratch box, same concept, just with a wood striker instead of chalk, right?
Okay. Wow.
So that's what they would call a scratch box.
So your relative made that too?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, he made that one too.
So cool.
And this just to hear a different, they all are so different. That's why we're so fanatical about them.
Mm-hmm.
This was made by a call maker from West Virginia. Rest in peace. His name was Peck Martin.
Shout out Peck.
Hear the difference?
Yeah.
Like it's just high and raspy.
They could hear that from about 5 football fields away.
So yeah. So that's a scratch box. Let's see. A trumpet. Now you want to talk about expensive.
Mm-hmm.
These things get expensive. I don't know exactly how much this particular one is, but there are trumpets for $500, $800, $1,000.
This looks cool. It looks like you can do turkey calls and also smoke a fat rock of crack if you want at the same time.
Maybe.
For those just listening.
Yeah, we are.
It's like we're in the opium den.
Yeah,
looks really cool.
Neat call. It actually has an end on it that this guy makes. This normally would not be on it, and it just end as a call right there.
Right.
But this end makes it I don't know, it just sounds good to me. It sounds like a turkey.
Wow. I like that one. That one's so different. It's like they're chilling for the evening, about to go to sleep.
Yes, soft.
That's what it sounds like.
But the neat thing about a trumpet, one of the farthest carrying calls in the woods, even this high pitched stuff you're hearing, they dissipate real fast.
Mm-hmm.
That thing you can hear from ridges over.
Really?
Yes. So it's strange how sound works, and especially in the woods. And
vibrates
outside.
Through the mountains. Yeah.
So that's that. All right. Here's all right. This is a neat call. You'll really like this.
It's got a rope unwinding it. Was that snake skin?
Just a lanyard.
Oh,
no, it's just made out of some type of leather.
Gotcha.
The lady from South Carolina had them online. And I was like, send me one of those. I need one.
That's cool.
That's a wing bone that I built. That's made out of the bone structure of a wild turkey's wing.
Oh, I've heard of this one. Yeah.
Yes.
Made out of bone.
Yes.
Wow.
That's the humerus, the ulna, and the radius. Just like our arm. Just like this.
That's
right?
such disrespect to the turkey. Not only did you kill the turkey, you turned its wing against it.
Yes. Yes.
I love it.
Native American, they have found these in caves in California from biblical times, over 2,000 years old. So they have been a call. And a buddy of mine from Ohio and I have talked about it. Like, how did they figure out that you could make a turkey sound with this?
Yeah.
And our theory is, you have to go back to primitive man or early man, or it's not early man, but 2,000 years ago. You ate everything on the turkey. You just didn't eat the breast meat. You ate the marrow out of the bone. And our thought is there was a little kid or somebody sitting around and he was pulling the marrow out of that bone, and it went when it came out.
Yeah.
And everybody looked at each other.
That's exactly what happened.
Started making them. Usually the old ones were usually just the first and second bone, but nowadays they use all three.
Yeah.
And I made this. You can make them yourself.
So there's a certain way you got to do this when you got your hand cupped across the end.
Yeah, you can do this, but I found like my favorite way of hand holding is wrapping my finger around it like that.
Right.
To where it's like half of the bone is up into my finger, and then my sound chamber is here. And I'll flip you off.
Mm-hmm. That's
when
fine.
I run it.
It's all good, man. Wow.
So different, right? They're all different. Here's one made by Lonnie Sneed, the gentleman from Princeton. This one is made out of river cane from New River. Okay. Same kind of concept, the 3 pieces, right? Okay.
That's cool.
We're still going turkeys. I mean, we're
oh, I'm down, dude.
We're not even.
This is the most comprehensive turkey call podcast known to man, and I'm so excited to be on it.
This is a call that is made in Virginia, and it's called a cowhorn yelper, also made by Mr. Lonnie Sneed.
Oh, this is a unit. It's got like a 2 foot long
catheter. That's a catheter tube. That's what they build them out of. Seriously, catheter tube with a bone there and a cow horn, and they really shave the cow horn down until it's really thin. You hear like it's not a thick, and that's what produces the turkey sound.
This is an art form, dude.
Just a neat call, y'all. Absolutely,
yeah. This is crazy.
This was made by a gentleman, Jeff D'Agostino. Jeff played baseball at West Virginia University from Morgantown.
Go Ears.
And I told him, I said, give me one with all three of like the modern day WVU logos. So like the Bobby Bowden era, Don Nehlen era, now today's era.
That's sweet.
So he built it for me. But this is a cane yelper, same as that one.
I like that
turkey,
one.
turkey. Yeah, it sounds different.
Yeah.
All right. If you want to go beginner, but it's in my bag. I take it every time I go. This is a push button or a push pin or push pull call.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all it is pushing the button. But the realism in this.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, so they make all kinds of different.
It's amazing how they can make so many forms sound so similar, but they each have their own tones and qualities to them.
And that's the obsession. You just hit on it. When you're setting on a turkey and you're yelping to it with a certain call, he's like, you know, he could take it or leave it. He'll maybe answer you every now and then. Not really, nothing. But then you hit him with something different, and all of a sudden, call, and he just starts coming to it. They're just either,
really,
in my opinion, you sound like a turkey that lives in that area, and he's used to hearing her, and you really mimicked her or him. This is probably what I'm known around the country the most for running today. Is a tube call, and this is one I use for Jake sounds and gobbler sounds.
Ooh, I like this one. Wow.
So that's a Jake tube. All right.
So let me crazy.
Grab a hen tube. That was made by a gentleman from Pennsylvania. It's really cool for me to talk about who they are.
Sure, yeah.
That's Phil Petka, and this is a guy from Georgia named Clay Townsend. It's one thing that's neat about something like this. It introduces you to people all over the country.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's very little. You can basically walk up to a map of the eastern half of the United States, throw a dart, and I probably know a call maker within 100 miles of wherever it lands.
That's cool.
That's no kidding. I mean, there are so many of these guys out there. But this would.
How many competitions have you done over the years?
Gosh. Well, I won the Grand National Calling Contest, Gobbling Division in Nashville twice. I've placed 9 times.
What years?
2003, 2006. Placed second 5 times. I was a 5-time master there for a long time. Won the Junior World Turkey Calling Championship when I was a senior at Mount View, 1995.
Mm-hmm.
Those are like the 3 biggest ones that I won, but all kinds of local and stuff. But I don't even contest call. I MC now.
Mm-hmm.
They want me to come and MC in Nashville. So that's awesome. What I do.
Does the same people end up in the dance every year typically? Like, do y'all kind of know each other?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like, oh, Chris is here. We better be on point.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. There's Matt Van Sice or there's Jesse Martin or whoever. Right.
Who's the Conor McGregor that goes in and just starts talking junk to everybody? Is there someone that does that, or you all get along pretty good?
Most people there's more like competition than you would think among those guys, but they're all really nice guys for the most part.
That's cool.
Matt Van Sice is the one guy that, like, when I was growing up, was the guy to beat. We were the same age, and he was so good and still is. He's won it like 9 times.
Yeah.
You know, he was the man and is the man.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He's real good. But that's a Jake sound. Now, this would be a hen sound on a tube.
So a Jake and a hen. So Jake's the boy, hen's girl.
Yeah, Jake's a young male, but it could also be like a gobbler. I mean, just a male turkey.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about the beards. What is that?
A beard on a turkey, like hens have them. About 10% of hens have beards.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a feather. It's a hair-like feather that grows out of their chest. It's no different than like one of their tail feathers.
So it's not a Jake or a hen that has them, like they both can have them?
A hen has them about 10% of the time. And most gobblers do. They may not have one for some reason, but...
How do you tell how good of a turkey you killed? Is that how, or is there different ways? Like how with deer, you measure horns and you have all this intricate math. I mean, I don't know how intricate it is. I have no clue what it is, but that's what I understand.
It's basically the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Spur length, beard length, weight. And it's one of those complicated formulas. It's not complicated. It's pretty easy once you have the little NWTF thing to fill it out,
right,
and add it up, and you get a score.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it comes out with a point score of like 143.
Yeah, or whatever. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's not I don't want to say that's not a thing in turkey hunting, but people don't care about that kind of stuff in turkey hunting. It's one of the things that makes it different. If you shoot a adult gobbler, to me, I don't care how much he weighs or how big his spurs are or how big his beard is. Is it cool? Sure. But is that why I go? No. It's like, that's the difference between deer hunting and turkey hunting, if I could put it in a nutshell.
Okay. I'm going to ask probably dumb questions. I don't know, but things from my understanding over the years. So is turkey hunting one of the most dangerous, like, hunting activities when it comes to other people potentially having an accident? Like, because I actually know a person that was shot while they were in the woods turkey hunting.
Yes.
And I've always heard like it's because they don't require certain camo, like orange camo. Plus you're in the woods literally sounding exactly like a turkey.
Yes.
So you probably have some idiot that would just shoot in a bush and not even see what's in there, you know?
It used to be, at hunting accidents, like people getting shot, and it still happens.
Sure.
Okay. It happened in West Virginia this past spring.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be worse than it is today.
Mm-hmm.
The public's educated more on how to approach a turkey, and you should set up and try to call it to you instead of trying to sneak up on it and all that. It's fascinating to me in a lot of ways, like with deer hunting. Deer hunting used to be other people shooting each other.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now there's many more accidents surrounding ATV crashes, tree stand accidents, falling. There's much more of those types of accidents than people actually getting shot or having a firearm problem at the truck, or, you slip and fall, like what you were talking about.
Sure.
That kind of stuff happens. But today it's different things. Mm-hmm. But with turkey, I try to you want to be camouflaged, because if I'm in my full camo with the head net and the gloves and I'm set up, you would walk right by me and not see me sitting there.
You got borderline ghillie suit on?
Just full camo, head net and gloves.
Right.
So you have all that on, and you don't see people. We're not looking for people. Like, it's the movement. Like, say I have this call laying on the ground and there's some guy that snuck in behind me quiet, and he's not calling, he's not doing anything. He's just trying to sneak up on the turkeys. And I reach down to pick up my call. That movement often is what someone would shoot at.
Gotcha. So are deer colorblind in turkey or not? Or like what you're required to wear orange when you're deer hunting. Is that correct?
Correct.
But you're not with turkey hunting.
No.
Okay.
They see color.
Okay. So turkey are smarter than deer. We've proven it here on the podcast.
No, I'm not going to say they're smarter than deer. I think
Right.
deer are probably more intelligent than turkeys. But their eyesight is 8 to 10 times better than ours, and their hearing is 5 to 6 times better. But the thing that they're amazing at, JD, is if you hear a turkey, say 150 yards down a mountain, and you call to him and he answers you back, and say you go a couple of minutes and you're just going to be quiet and see what happens, and all of a sudden you hear footsteps. When he walks up over the hill and raises his head, he looks straight at you. They know exactly where you're at when you make a call. They like triangulate you or something, and they know exactly the tree you're sitting on.
Yeah.
They don't look over there or over here.
What's that feeling like when you know you got the right call and then they go exactly where you're wanting them to go? Like, I'd say that's just pretty cool.
It is, and doesn't happen much. You know, they're hard-headed. They hang up on you. They won't come in like what we're thinking. Like your turkey's gobbling, you just sit down and call to him, and man, he comes right to you. Another hen can go to him and get with him, and then he gets quiet. Then he doesn't come in. You may spook him. You're reaching for a call or move just a little bit. I mean, I've moved that much and spooked turkeys.
Oh, really?
Literally.
When you spook them, what do they do? Fly? Like try to fly away? I mean, they don't really fly.
Oh yeah.
Oh, do they?
Oh yeah. If they're real tight on you when you spook them, they'll putt and hit the air. They can fly 50 miles an hour.
What?
Through trees.
Wow. Dude,
Crazy.
that's crazy.
It
50
is.
miles an hour.
Yes.
Good Lord.
Run 30 miles an hour. They can pick them up and lay them down running.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
So they could outrun you easily.
Yes.
Wow. How freaking cool. How many hunts have you been on over the years? I mean, hundreds?
Hundreds.
Yeah.
Yeah. All over the country, you know, from Vermont to Florida, New Mexico, South Dakota, Ohio, West Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Mississippi.
That's awesome.
About it.
Yeah. So what's the perfect setup? Like what kind of gun do you prefer taking? What's your calls that you take and you put in the bag with you? Like
I'm going to have a couple of these, like a slate and a glass call, a pack of mouth calls, my tube calls, a long box, a short box, and a couple of wing bones and a scratch box and that push pin right there. I carry a lot of stuff. But
goodness gracious. Okay. So all of it.
It all fits in that little bag.
Nice.
You know.
And then is it a shotgun that you use? Or
yeah.
Okay. Like a pumpkin ball, or is that a thing? I don't know. What's the difference in the shells?
Yeah, just a regular shotgun, which nowadays, like everything, it's advanced.
Right.
It's not just lead. It's tungsten. So what they've been able to do, if you could imagine like a size 9 buckshot, how small that is, that's really tiny.
How the sizes go, I have no clue what
size 4 would be really big, like a BB.
Gotcha.
Okay. So a size 9 TSS, think about how many more of those BBs can fit in a 3-inch shell than the ones that are the size of a BB.
Is that the one called birdshot?
That it's similar to birdshot.
Oh, okay.
But it would just be a lead shotgun shell, or TSS is what everyone's shooting now. And that stuff you can shoot at 50, 60 yards. Like a lead shot, 40 yards would be tops, 45, 50 maybe. They're killing turkeys 70, 80 yards with these guns now.
Oh, wow.
With a shotgun, which is unheard of. It's technology.
That's incredible. I tell you what I love about technology is they have this salt gun now that you can shoot insects with.
I've seen this.
Dude, they're freaking awesome.
Do you have one?
I want one. I want 12 of them, but I still haven't bought one yet. But yeah, it's ridiculous.
I would want one for the carpenter bees.
Oh, yes.
Oh, man.
Okay.
You know, the big ones that get in your deck and just hover. Oh, you could smoke them.
I'd say you could shoot a lot of things. You could probably, shoot a squirrel with them. I don't know. I mean, when I watch the commercial, I mean, it just obliterates. It looks like a gun that Rambo would have, and then it obliterates, any kind of insect.
Really, I was like, what's this guy doing? And the bug just went poof.
Pow. Explosion.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So you deer hunt too, right? What kind of hunting do you do?
Turkey. I'm a turkey.
You just all
at this
turkey.
Point, but I grew up doing all of it, right?
Right.
So now that's kind of like.
Anyone ever tell you look like the Outdoor Boys guy? Have you watched that channel? Okay, there's a channel called the Outdoor Boys. And this guy looks like you, who's been doing it forever. He actually retired recently. He has like 20 million followers. Like, it's crazy. But anyway, I saw your picture. I was like, that's the Outdoor Boys guy. And then, no. But at the same time, I really enjoyed your Napoleon Dynamite impressions.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right. So stupid.
You
was all the way to Beckley to do calls.
Chris is I'll just say it, professional impressionist. He told me he has a Biggie Smalls, and I got to ask him. So let's get it over with. Notorious B.I.G.
I can figure what room I get the you know.
Escargot, my cargo,
160 swiftly. Rock up my new one. Your crew run, my crew run. You know, so like just doing voices.
Yeah.
People from home. Did you ever know Alvin Mullins?
Alvin Mullins. It sounds familiar.
Rest in peace, Alvin Mullins. He was from Premier. He had a son who was at Little Alvin.
Right.
I don't know if you don't.
If I seen him, I probably would recognize him. But yeah.
Rest in peace, Alvin Mullins. Fine fella from down there at Premier.
Oh yeah.
Him and his wife Brenda. He likes to sing country music on the weekends. You know.
We're keeping him alive.
Yeah. Yes.
I love it, Chris. Dude, I'm gonna blow your mind right now. I'm gonna show you the Outdoor Boys guy.
Oh, okay. Let me see it.
Outdoor Boys host.
I don't know who you're talking about.
That's
that guy.
That's not him. No.
Hang on. I was like, oh no.
Hang on. This guy.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Okay, so this is the video he had. Now tell me that ain't
a little bit.
I mean,
I get the glasses, the ears. I see it, the facial structure.
That's pretty daggone close, dude.
It is.
That's pretty daggone close. But he got tired of being so popular, and they decided to hang it up. I guess they've been having a lot of issues with the popularity of the show. But anyway,
do me a favor, just so you can see viewership on YouTube. Search.
Yeah, we got your. So Chris has a channel.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Do this because I just want to see what it comes up on yours. Search hen turkey calling.
Hen turkey calling.
And just see what comes up. Now this is where all right, that's my first organic result.
Video. Bam.
1.5 million.
1.2 million views.
That's
16 years ago.
That was filmed in Shabby Run Holler.
Really?
Yes, sir.
We're famous. I knew we'd make it.
She walks right up to me.
That's cool. Pretty? Yeah, it is pretty.
So yeah, that's my channel has over like 5.5 million views.
Heck yeah, man.
And that's what people come back for, the hen footage. Like they'll watch you turkey hunt once, but they'll come back and watch this 50 times throughout a year.
That's cool.
To keep hearing it and practicing their calls.
Oh, okay. That's why that makes sense.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So that was my idea. I was like, I'm going to load the channel up with hen stuff. And
I mean, you started right when YouTube started.
Yes.
16 years ago. Goodness gracious.
2008. Yeah. Whenever you're an early adopter of any technology, it's easier to be popular down the road in that space. Like in the turkey space.
First to market.
Yeah. Me, Dave Owen, Shane Simpson, Matt Weddish. I can name them because there were just a few of us. And back in those days, we could message one another. Mm-hmm. Like YouTube had a messaging system. Like it was like an email. Were you around for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I had dial up. I'm 40. I had dial up back in the day. Middle school be like ding 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 ding. Yeah. It's the whole thing.
So yeah, that was the idea behind that channel, and it's been successful.
Yeah, it's awesome, dude. It's so fun seeing how many different stories come out of McDowell because nationally they often like to focus on the negative stuff.
Yeah.
But it's so much more than that. And, this show is 1-2 punch for that indeed. We get to talk turkeys, but also McDowell.
Yes. One of the things that I don't want to say most people, but a lot of people don't know about where we're from is how diverse it is.
Yeah.
No one knows that. I mean, people around Charleston, more, they don't know that.
Oh, yeah.
My high school was 50% African American. That's unheard of in the state of West Virginia.
Yeah. When I moved here from Kentucky, that was the same experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It shocks a lot of people when I bring them hunting down, because it's out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, let's just say McDowell County is off the beaten path. Like, it's difficult to get there.
Sure.
And they're always like, man, there's a lot of diversity here. This is like, why? And that goes back to the coal mining.
Oh,
right?
So much. Yeah. Well, the walls there were built by Italian immigrants.
Yes.
Italian stonemasons came in and built the walls, and thankfully they're able to maintain it. They'll fall in here and there, but man, such beautiful.
The coal companies had an idea of diversity within their workforce. We'll keep it 1/3 African American, 1/3 foreign, and 1/3 Native Appalachian. So they turned diversity on its head. Like, diversity is a good word nowadays.
Well, you know why they done that? So they wouldn't talk.
So they wouldn't unionize.
Yep.
Yes.
But it didn't work.
Well,
yeah.
When you shop at the company store and you work underground, you get to know one another eventually.
Oh yeah. You work together. It's a different thing.
Yeah.
You have like a shorthand.
Yeah.
It don't matter if you're there spending time together, and that's what happened.
And even the coal camps were segregated.
Yep.
So it was layers of the schools, everything. It was like different lives, but we went to work together. I'm reading a really interesting book right now, and you need to have this gentleman on this show, Dr. William Turner from Lynch, Kentucky.
I've heard the name.
Yes. African-American writer. I'm reading his book, Harlan Renaissance.
Ooh, I bet that's good.
It is fantastic.
Have you watched Harlan, Kentucky, or Harlan County,
USA?
Yeah, USA.
The best documentary ever made is Harlan County, USA. There's none close.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
No, it's great. It's great, especially for coal miners' rights. And I mean, there's no other documentary that's better.
It captured the 1980s striking in Appalachia. I mean, my uncle was an organizer. It was a war in eastern Kentucky and southern West Virginia, and eastern Virginia too.
Yeah.
There was some really rough strikes. When you have workers here with 30-06s and the companies here with 30-06s, and there's a row of state troopers between them, that's real.
Yeah.
It doesn't really get much more real than that.
Oh yeah. Well, I was union for 7 years in the mine I was at, and say what you want, my pay doubled and my insurance was 100%. It's not 100% anymore, but like so many things came with that.
Yes.
Not that non-union, there are some good non-union companies out there, but my experience when I went union, I mean, it changed my life.
Yeah.
And I'm very, very grateful for it, but it's my favorite story of Appalachia is the mine wars.
Yep.
It's just so incredible what they were able to do. And we just kind of, we DoorDash a toothbrush to our house, and we just forget that, like, things used to be insane. Like, people would just, grab a bunch of guns and walk 10 miles to fight for the right to have enough money to, eat. And we forget about it.
At the end of the day, those guys were basically just fighting for a better life. Now, my dad was a company man, right, for U.S. Steel, but he worked at a union mine. And this is one thing, and I want to say this right now because this is often left out and not many people talk about it. Okay, my dad works at a union coal mine as a boss, as a shift foreman, okay? If the workers make $20 an hour, the bosses have to make 25, right? Or 27 or whatever that number is.
Mm-hmm.
My dad made more money in his life as a company man because of the United Mine Workers. No one wants to talk about this stuff.
Oh, that makes sense.
And he was actually a company guy, but he was a real coal miner, not some guy in Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah. The competition. Because if a union coal mine pays more, what does the non-union coal mine have to do to be able to survive? They have to pay more. You know what I mean?
They usually buy them with money. They'll pay you a few more dollars an hour.
Yep.
But there's not, the healthcare's not as good.
No.
There's zero retirement, zero pension, zero healthcare after retirement. There's a lot to think about.
Yeah. Well, and they'll do things too, like companies will file bankruptcy when it comes pension time and all kinds of devastating.
It's
things.
rough. I worked with a lady. She was in her late 60s and she was working at this business. And I asked her, I said, if you don't mind me asking, why are you working right now? She said, my husband worked for Consolidated Coal and they just lost all their health cards. And she said, I had to come to work for health care.
That sucks.
And he's worked 35, 37 years in a coal mine.
Probably had a little black lung, probably had all the remnants of it. And
yep. We could talk about that.
Oh, no. I mean, it's one of my favorite subjects to talk about just because, I don't want people to forget. And the majority of Appalachians know what it means, but a lot of people outside barely even know what coal mining is still. They just know we're supposed to either not like them or like them. They don't necessarily know what happens.
Dr. William Lewis, what was his line from WVU? He said, in most cultures where there are coal miners, middle-class people and above think they're animals. Literally.
Yeah. And we're going to change that, though. Well, I mean, we have changed. It's changed over the years, but even still, got to keep talking about it. But
all right.
But yeah. Shout out coal miners. All right. So we got, is there any more turkey calls?
I think that's about good on calls. I think I touched everything there.
All right. We got some other ones that look like elephant guns. I don't know what's going on in this.
These are really cool. So I'll start with, tell you what, let me do this. I'm going to call it. It's an owl hooter. Okay. A hoot owl.
Okay.
These are used in turkey hunting as a locator. So you blow this and the turkey answers and then you go set up on him, right? It's just a way to make him gobble.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I think there's a Bigfoot tape that is like infamous called the Sierra Sounds. Sounds just like that.
Yeah,
I think we just debunked
just a barred owl.
Wow.
Just a barred owl. That's all they're hearing.
That's crazy.
They make crazy sounds too. I'll just do coyote howl. Man, this is loud.
I'm going to bring that up so you can hear it. But yeah, go ahead.
Man, that'll make a turkey gobble way off.
What is that again?
Coyote.
That's insane. Dude, I love it so much. I'll tell you why. It's because I imagine my wife upstairs right now.
I can't imagine.
I don't really give her a heads up of like what we're talking about. And it always varies. Like you'll either hear music. Now we're hearing animal calls. This is just fantastic. I'm going to go up. She'll have divorce papers waiting. I'll just be like, hey, I knew it was coming. So I got the Sierra Sounds up here. Good. I want you to hear this.
We're in for night view.
I'm not sure.
Please try and talk to this.
See, my theory was they just had these people out in the woods out
making noises.
That's
what it sounds like.
But this is from the 70s. This is like an infamous Bigfoot tape.
Oh, okay.
Now that was the guy.
It's called back to it. I fall short on the Bigfoot thing just because, there's never been really any skeletal remains ever found or
sure. Well, they did have Gigantopithecus. Ardipithecus or whatever, but yeah.
But no game camera pictures. There are tens of thousands. There's millions of game cameras out in the woods. Never one photo.
Right.
You know, it's like we get pictures of everything on those. You know, if it walks in front of it, it's going to take a picture.
That's a good point. But just say they're real. Say Bigfoot's real. Have you ever had like a scary encounter in the woods? Have you not? Yeah,
no, it's cool. Like the ghost stuff. And I know you guys are really into that. I'm really not into that. I'm like the opposite of that.
I'm into true stories.
Yes, facts.
You know, whatever.
I want to. I want to tell you something.
And we've had true stories of people coming in here and exorcising demons out of households. I mean, I just believe everything.
You do? You just,
yeah.
Do you?
Just come in here and tell me whatever, I'll believe it.
It's kind of hard not to believe things these days. But, you know, Point Pleasant had the Mothman.
Right.
Flatwoods had the monster. But in Rotherfield, we had the Birdman.
Really?
You ever hear of the Birdman?
No.
The Birdman was said to be about 6 feet tall, built like a man anatomically, feathered like a bird. And he slept in the railroad trestle behind the volunteer fire department.
Really?
In Rotherfield. And he came in to roost after dark, and he flew out before daylight, so you couldn't see him. And if you went over there to see him, he'd chase you down and peck your eyes out, so he never went and looked. You know why?
It was Floyd.
It was complete crap.
Okay.
That's why. But we all believed it.
I guarantee you have me sold.
I guarantee you they're still talking about the Birdman at the bus stop in Rotherfield, which just like the 10th graders told us.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got to the 10th grade and we told them, and it just kept going. And we bought it. I mean, we really believed that there was a feathered man that lived in the railroad trestle in Rotherfield.
There very well could be. There could be like some truth to this story. And now, you know, how folklore starts in general is there's a little nugget of truth somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know.
But you should name it and we can like get tourism bumping down there.
The Birdman, Jeff Vance, he wrote a story about it online. It's on WordPress.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yes.
Just Jeff Vance, Birdman.
I'm gonna
do that.
I'm gonna make a note, dude. I'm gonna do a story on this. This is fabulous. Have you heard of the Poke Gap Monster in Wyoming County? He's like 12 feet tall.
I know.
You know Bug Stover? Probably, maybe.
I do.
Yeah. Well, so Bugs, he's a real good storyteller, but also he was in the Senate for the state. But yeah, he tells that story. He told it on here, which was cool. But yeah, I'm making a note now. The Birdman of Shabby Run.
Of Rotherfield.
Oh, the Birdman of Rotherfield. This is great.
And type in Jeff Vance.
Okay.
And you'll have to search that WordPress story that he wrote.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. All right, we'll keep rolling here with animals.
Sure.
now.
Yeah.
White-tailed deer. Okay, this is a call by a guy his name's Brian Lauder. I'm pretty sure Brian's from Pennsylvania. But it has the most realistic deer grunt I've ever heard in a call. Not real loud, not offensive. But the neat part about this call, it's an exhale, inhale call. So you can. So you sound like a buck and a doe.
Sounds like he's hurt.
And you don't
Poor
have,
guy.
yeah, it's like that's the female bleeding and the male chasing her.
Right.
Okay,
or no, bleeding because of
running away from him. Like, I got to get away from this crazy thing.
Well, yeah, so it's the rut.
Yeah, it's during, like right now.
Gotcha.
It almost sounds similar to a baby crying.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
The rut's right now?
Yeah, rut's right now.
Okay, so
right
you don't
now.
deer hunt?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't. I'm a turkey person.
What's the reason you don't?
I don't know. I go to deer camp and hang out in Ohio. I like to cook and clean.
Yeah.
But like to go out and deer hunt, I just lost my love for it. I don't know. Just there's a lot of competition for deer. There's less for turkey. There's still competition, but man, it's hard to get a good place to deer hunt these days.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of financial effort, a lot of effort in general to hunt big deer.
Yeah, a lot of people have been leasing land here, and they like the airport on Belcher Mountain. We was talking about Belcher Mountain before this. Yeah, it's all hunt property now.
Hunt clubs. Yeah. The coal companies, once again, You know, they said, okay, our coal severance is way down. What are we going to do to offset some costs here? Well, when you're selling hunting rights to a property, you're not selling anything, right? Tangible, not anything worth anything. So you just say, okay, you can lease it, and people will lease the property. I don't even hunt at home anymore.
Yeah.
And I would love to, like when it was open, when I could start in Premier and end in Pineville, I liked hunting there then because I just stayed in the mountains all morning.
Yeah.
You know, but that's all gone now.
Because it is gated.
Leased.
I remember hearing there was a big uproar a couple years ago in McDowell about gated property, and everyone was
nothing you can do.
I mean, it's their property. So what do you do
at the end of the day? And the courts are going to side that way, you know, private property rights.
Which I don't know how, I think it's like over 80% is company owned property.
I think 60.
Is it 60?
McDowell and Mingo are both around 60% owned by out-of-state corporations.
That's crazy.
And only make up 6% of the tax base.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, they get benefits for
60%.
60% of the land in McDowell County, West Virginia is owned by out-of-state companies.
Wow.
And it was higher than that if you go back.
Yeah.
It was probably 70, 80 in the 30s, 40s, 50s.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure a lot of those companies sold off in time.
Yeah.
But they don't sell to individuals ever.
Do they not?
Not very rarely. I mean, I don't know many people with much property. If it is, it's like a 20 or 30 acre tract. But
well, who has the money? Typically, I mean, there are some people floating around with a fat sack, but you know, not many.
Yeah, and the land isn't worth a lot of money at home. The money's in gas, timber, and coal.
Sure,
you know, so that's worth a lot more. So most of the guys just want to hunt. And I liked it when it was just open, but that's just me.
Sure. No, I get it. Yeah. I mean, it's, and rightfully so. It's a touchy subject because, you know, you do something your entire life. It's special.
It's kind of hard to say, I've rode my 4-wheeler up there for 40 years and now I can't.
Yeah.
And that's my whole home county. I used to ride my 4-wheeler up there and go turkey hunting, and now I can't.
Yeah. It seemed like there'd be some kind of right-of-way clause or something that they could work out or, you know, but
There's
I get it.
Coal land. There's still, like, if I wanted to go home and go turkey hunting, I could. But what I like doing, JD, is starting, say, turn off the woods in Welch and hunt to Pineville in the wood through the mountains on gas well roads. Go back through Caples and back through the Ghost Riders, and keep going, and eventually you dump back out on 16 somewhere, and you've turkey hunted for miles. You know, so that's what I enjoyed about home, was the freedom to move around. Because out in the real world, I have 200 acres. I have 150 acres. Man, I covered 150 acres in the first 5 seconds off the highway down home. So I miss it. I miss hunting down there, but there's just not a lot of land to hunt on.
I got you.
Pileated woodpecker. You hear these all the time.
The redhead one?
Red-headed one. Yeah. Another locator called, make a turkey gobble. Bust your eardrums, brother.
Go for it. That's crazy. Do you have a thing that's like that does the
and turkeys gobble at that a lot?
Really?
They do. I've thought about it. And then this is really a popular locator call for turkeys. The crow call.
That's so cool, dude. That sounds just like a freaking crow, man.
It really does.
We really nailed this as a society.
Yeah.
Like, we figured out how to do it.
It's really fascinating that some guy heard something, went home and started whittling in his basement. And
what's inside
around.
that thing?
It's a reed.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see that reed on the inside of that plastic piece. And when I'm just blowing air through it, and that reed's vibrating like this. And that's what's making the...
And then going through it. Dude, that's nuts.
Yeah, it sounds really good. That's a really good crow call.
Let's see, the Duck Dynasty people, they make calls, don't they?
Duck duck, goose.
Oh, they do duck call.
Mhm.
Well, that makes sense.
Yep. Most of this stuff that I'm showing you is like custom built stuff by individuals.
That's so cool.
There's a lot of it that's commercial. I mean, there's, like you can just tell the commercial calls from the homemade ones.
Mhm.
Like this is a commercial call.
Mhm.
These with the stamps on them are commercial calls, but those are all homemade custom. These are all homemade custom.
Is that epoxy? It's like red and
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
It is. That's a cool looking call.
that is cool.
So we can get it undone here.
What's it called? The Wind Talker.
The Wild Talker.
Wild
That's the name of
Talker.
the company that makes them.
Okay,
It has a
got it.
crow on the back.
Nice.
It's a cool call.
Yeah, that one's fun. My favorite so far. Probably.
Okay, and there's one more, and I don't blow it the best, but I can do it. Duck call. That's a duck.
Fabulous.
So that's kind of like all the different calls and sounds.
Dude, I love it. I love it. So tell me about these competitions. How old were you on the first competition you was in?
I was 94. I was 15.
Mm-hmm. What happens? Do you, is it like a bracket? You got 32 people and then they whittle them down to 16. Do you go up against someone else?
So no,
Double elimination or
no, they have different styles of but like a normal turkey calling contest that you would go to. Let's say it's the friction division.
Mm-hmm.
You'll typically, like at a local contest, you'll have somewhere between 15 and 25 guys. At Grand Nationals, you'll have around 50 guys, and they draw calls. There's like a score sheet with 12 different calls on it,
Mm-hmm.
and they put them all in a hat, draw out 5 of them the day of the contest, most contests, write them on the board, and that's the calls, like tree call, fly down cackle, kiki run, cutting, and a yelp. All right. That's like a normal turkey calling contest. Then you have a panel of judges, people, and that's where it all falls apart, right? People are judging
Human
a turkey
error.
calling contest. Like it just doesn't add up.
You need a turkey to sit there and be like,
Yes.
yeah, I like that one. That one's good.
Yes, or when the turkey walks over to the person, they win. Or whatever.
Bam!
Yes,
That's funny.
Win. So what they do is you're scored 1 to 20 on each call by those judges.
Mm-hmm.
There's 7 judges usually. They'll throw out the high score, the low score, add up the middle 5, and that's your score. And then at the end of the day, they compare them all and place them.
Nice.
That's a contest. That's
Okay.
basically, and then they have,
So you get one try and then they'll score them all,
yeah,
and then there's your winner.
that's the pressure.
Got
It's like at Grand Nationals, usually they'll have 4 calls. It's around a minute per call. So there's a timer. So your whole year of practicing and getting ready and getting the best calls you can get boils down to those 4 minutes, and it's very nerve wracking.
Mhm.
And I tell everyone, you can be at the Grand Nationals and be backstage laughing and joking and carrying on. When you turn left on that stage in Nashville, it hits the fan on a level that you could never. I mean, it is, the nerves go, there's cameras, there's lights, and it is very intimidating.
How do you qualify for the bigger tournaments?
Win a local.
Okay.
You have to go to the locals, win one of those, and then you're qualified to call it national. And that's how it works.
Oh, really? So you just got to win the one, then you go to national. How many's typically in the national tournament?
50.
50.
45 to 50, and then they have a preliminary round for the big divisions, whittle it down to 12, and then have a final.
Is it one from each state or?
No, it's just
Okay.
the numbers,
Just
roughly around
depends.
45. Most of the call, like people ask this a lot, like where do the best turkey callers come from?
West Virginia, baby.
Pennsylvania,
Oh, really?
Missouri, Alabama, Mississippi. Those would be Georgia. Those would be like, if I were to pick, like very few callers came from West Virginia, surprisingly. There's some, but not many called at the national level, just a couple of us.
Mm-hmm.
But like this guy, Lonnie Sneed, you couldn't beat him in 1995 in Welch. He was going to destroy you, So like callers like that really shaped me, because I had to leave nationals and come home and call against Lonnie. It was impossible to beat him.
He ever teach you anything?
Oh, yeah. Lonnie would share. Lonnie's a really nice guy and spend an hour with you on the phone talking about turkeys.
Is he's still alive?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
He lives in Princeton.
So does he still call?
No. He still builds calls, though.
Gotcha.
Still builds calls.
We'll have to look into this. I just want I'm going to have to get one just to put on the desk. They're just really pretty.
They're beautiful. Like this one here, like to me, that's black walnut. That's just a beautiful turkey call.
Oh, yeah.
You know, just the way the engraving, the acorn and the feather, morel mushrooms and a fern, you know, it's just accents, and it just is an amazing call.
Do you eat what you kill?
Absolutely.
Okay. Do you like the taste of wild turkey?
It's the best.
Yeah. Why?
It's like turkey. It tastes just like turkey, right?
Mm-hmm.
But more flavor, more wild, you know, it's the turkey flavor more. They're more lean. They're not fat like a butterball. So how we make them, our favorite way to make them at camp, kill a bird, cut his breast up into little chunks, little nuggets about, say, 1 inch by inch. People make them too big, I think. They need to be kind of small. And marinate them in pickle juice for about half hour. Put them in some Bisquick or whatever you have to toss them in flour. And then deep fry them in peanut oil.
Oh, good.
And take them out. And we call it a Chick-fil-A turkey nugget because it's like, it has that pickle taste in it. Man, it's the bomb.
That sounds fabulous. So walk me through. I just blast this big fatty out in the woods. What do I do next? Do I pick it up, carry it home, or like I want to walk through in detail how to dress this thing?
Okay. There's a couple of ways. One is you can scald him and pluck him, which is a time consuming deal. And that's when you want the whole turkey, like you'd buy at Goodson's, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's funny you say Goodson's. Not many people know what I'm talking about, but you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, Lord, yes, son. Goodson's keeping McDowell rolling, son. We got all them $12 eggs. No, I'm just kidding. You got to charge what you got to charge. But yeah, love Goodson's. I was actually, Jeff was my Little League coach.
Jeff was my senior league coach.
Really?
Jeff and Kevin and Todd and Jan are just great people.
Dude, you probably know my brother, Rusty Belcher. He played on Mount View in 97. We moved here in 96,
Rusty
97.
Belcher.
He had long hair. He had long hair when he was a senior.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Okay, perfect.
I know exactly. He played, I think he played when John Borowski played.
Yeah, he played with John Borowski.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember him.
Nice.
Yep.
Well, how about that? Small world. Yeah, that was like the first year we moved here.
Mm-hmm.
He moved, his junior year was his first year at Mount View. But how freaking cool. All right, walk me through it. Scald and pluck. How do you scald and pluck? Do you have like a boiling pot of hot water?
Yeah, pour it in like a big wash tub and put him down in it and let it scald. You don't want to leave it in too long because it'll start to cook.
Mm-hmm.
So you just want to do it enough, hang him up by the feet and start pulling the feathers off.
How many feathers are on this thing?
A lot. I think 10,000 total.
Goodness gracious.
But they rake off after you scald him. Like it's pretty easy. Like you pull like a whole handful like this. But it's still, to pluck a turkey probably take you an hour total. But the way we do it is to breast him out, which is to just split him right down his belly, open him up, and there's two big lobes of breast meat. And it's not really his breast. It's more down like in his belly area. That's where a turkey's breast is. And then you just take a knife and cut right down the edge and you get this big lobe of breast meat. And that's what you cut up into little squares.
That sounds fabulous.
Mm-hmm. And now my favorite way, the best wild turkey that I've ever eaten in my life, Craig Ellis, buddy from Charleston. Take that breast, wrap it in bacon, the whole breast. I mean, it takes a whole pound of bacon to do this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wrap him up, toothpick it in, put him on a Traeger and cook him to the internal temperatures right, and make a whiskey glaze on the stove made out of brown sugar, salt, and a little bit of wild turkey bourbon or whatever you have around. Cook that down and get that ready to roll. And when the breast is done, pull that breast covered in that bacon and pull all the toothpicks out and just cut it up with the bacon in it. You see what I mean? So it's like pieces of turkey with bacon wrapped around it, and then pour that whiskey glaze over top of it. That's the best wild turkey I've ever eaten in my life.
That sounds incredible.
Traeger's, just any smoker like that makes turkey really good.
Do they not have a wild taste? Like I've always heard that some people will put things in salt water and do different things to take the wild taste out of it. I don't know if like a gamey taste.
Yeah, like squirrel has it. A deer can have it sometimes, but turkeys, they're all the same.
Yeah.
You know, they all taste this. I don't ever eat a turkey and say that was real gamey.
Yeah.
It's turkey.
You don't like, so for the rest of the turkey is basically useless after that, or is there ways to repurpose the rest of the turkey? Like you can't just eat its head. Can you? Okay.
Can't eat the head.
Yeah.
But you can eat the legs, the drumsticks.
Oh, is it like lobster crab legs or something?
It's dark meat, you know, like just it's not like the breast. It's different.
Do you dig inside of it?
People normally what they'll do is take the legs and cook them in like a crock pot, cook them down, and then take the meat off of them and make like a taco type meat with them or something like that. And they say they're delicious. I'm not big on the leg meat. I mainly do the breasts.
Gotcha. What's the typical pound that you get out of a turkey? Like how much pounds of breast meat would you say? Like 4, 5?
Yeah, 6, 7 probably
6,
on a
7.
big mature bird.
Yeah. The kids that listen to the show just went nuts. It's like 6, 7.
I can't believe I just said it.
You said it
subconsciously.
It's so natural.
Every basketball game, when they get to 67, they're calling timeout and stuff. It's amazing.
Do you know what it's about?
Not really.
It's literally nothing.
Yeah,
it's
right.
from a song.
Fad.
It's from a song. But there was 2 things that happened. There was a song, and then there was something in basketball. And then kids just started saying it. It's literally nothing. And then because they started doing it too, because parents would get freaked out thinking like it's about drugs or killing somebody or something, but it's literally nothing. So they just kept on just doing it.
Yeah.
But it's a whole thing.
Yeah. The internet.
Yeah.
God bless it.
Good times. All right. So there's no kind of broth, no eyeball broth, or no, what do you give the rest of the dogs? Like, what are the entrails of a turkey look like? Is it the same as a deer, just smaller?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Everything's pretty much exactly like a turkey that you'd buy from the store. Anatomically, it's identical, except it's a little smaller. It's not as fat and big, and it's organic meat, right?
This is a really childish question. Does a male turkey have a ding?
Nope.
Okay.
No, they don't. That's a good question. A lot of people ask that question.
Okay. He
has a vent, and she has a vent, and that's just like a chicken.
Gotcha. I'll probably beep that for the younger audience. Okay. But okay. Well, that's good to know. Well, how do turkeys mate?
There's
a vent, and then there's the opposite.
Vents. Yeah, she has a vent and he has a vent, and he drops his vent down on top of her vent, deposits the sperm, and it's less than 5 seconds. That's
terrifying.
It's less than 5 seconds. I mean, it's a real fast process.
That sounds terrifying. That sounds miserable, actually. Like he has a vent, she has a vent, and then they puke into each other's vents.
Essentially.
Okay.
I guess you can put it that way.
Okay. Goodness gracious. All right. Well, that's good to know. Do they usually have 1 baby, 4 babies, or does it typically?
It depends, but typically 8 to 12 would be the normal clutch, but sometimes they'll have 3 to 4.
Okay. Clutch. Is that like
group of little ones? They're called poults. Not chicks.
Does the dad hang around and like, I'm going to raise these children to be responsible?
No, he's like a deer.
See you later.
He's out of there. Yeah.
What about the mom? Are they kind of like loving?
Oh my!
For the first bit of their life.
For the first 6-8 months of their life. I don't know how they live. When you look and see a wild turkey out in the field walking around, you're looking at a freak of nature. How did he get there? 28 days in an egg on the ground. You just think about that.
They are eggs, ain't they?
Yeah, 28 days they lay on the ground. Turkeys nest on the ground. So any kind of nest predator, raccoon, possum, black snake, a raven, a crow, a hawk, anything will eat those eggs. pretty much. A bear, if you stumbled up on a turkey nest, which I'm sure they don't many, but anything like that will eat turkeys before they're even hatched. And when they're that big walking around, avian predators, owls, hawks are hard on them. And bobcats, coyotes, they kill some. Coyotes aren't really built to kill turkeys. They're built to kill deer, in my opinion. A bobcat's built to kill a turkey. That's a turkey's number one predator once they're hatched.
What do turkey eat?
Everything. They're omnivores.
So like goats.
They're mainly will eat, berries and seeds and stuff like that, and acorns, beech nuts. But they also eat a lot of insects, grasshoppers, any kind of locust bugs or anything, cicadas that they can find. They eat a lot of insects. Like when they're little, that's 90% of their diet. That's all they eat, or is insects.
Do they fight? Like if something's approaching the nest, are they like Baney roosters?
She will protect that nest. They are very aggressive. They fight off raccoons and stuff.
You ever had one charge you?
No. I've only found a couple. They'll fly from us. They're scared enough that they'll get out of there. But I've only found one or two turkey nests in my entire turkey hunting career. In my entire career, I've seen one or two. That's it.
You just left them alone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's against the law to do anything else. But I just looked at it. I didn't even know they were there. I'm just wading through this little thick place. All of a sudden, a turkey, like right at my feet, blows up and flies out of this thick place. Well, she's nesting. I knew it immediately. She's on the nest. And I just peeked over. If you want to YouTube this,
sure.
Let me show you. It is something that you'll learn too.
Okay.
Type in wild turkey nest.
Wild turkey. Oh, I can't type.
Yeah, I know it.
Wild turkey.
I struggle sometimes too.
Nest.
All right, let's see. Go on down. Let me see. Just keep scrolling until we get to my video. All right, right there. Right there. Boom. That's in Rotorfield on Christian Mountain. That's a 22-second video. And that's all it is. I just walked up, the hen flew up from my feet. I hung my camera over, filmed it for 22 seconds, hit record, and left her alone. Look how many views that video has.
It has 457,000 views.
Can't make it up. I don't know why. All the stuff you try to put out and you think, well, this is going to work. And this is really going to work. And then something like that goes.
I've stopped questioning. I'm just like, which I kind of know what the audience likes now, but I still am never going to not do something because of that. I'm just going to do stuff I enjoy. But it's weird what picks up versus what doesn't.
Yes, like that. There's no reason why that should be like that. But you know where that video is extremely popular? Southeast Asia, Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand. I have a huge, I've had 250,000 views in those countries.
Nice.
Or more.
Yeah.
And it's like, why?
That's cool. And speaking of which, you've done some media in the past. Where all has your turkey expertise taken you throughout the years?
Gosh, I've done so many things like this, seminars and churches, schools. But the biggest was Regis and Kelly in New York. That was the biggest, hit. I mean, that's big time.
That's cool.
ABC Studios.
Was that, Kelly Ripa?
Yep.
Yeah.
She was on maternity leave.
What year was that?
2003.
Nice.
Gosh, it's hard to believe that's 22 years ago.
So you go on there and then he's like, oh, hey, Gilman, talking to his producer, and then you do some turkey calls.
I'm standing off stage, frightened. Wow, this is big time, right? Gilman walks up to me, smacks me on the back and goes, no sweat. The top rated morning show on television globally. You'll knock them dead. It's like, ah. What are you doing? I was nervous. I was real nervous for that.
That's fun. How long was the appearance?
15 minutes from beginning to end.
So did you go on there and kind of explain the different calls and do the same thing?
Yeah, we did different sounds like we've done here. I've been doing this stuff for so long.
Did you have him do it? Or
they had some that he did, but they were dubbed sounds. Like a real horse, and he'd get up to the microphone and act like he was doing a horse, but it was a dub.
That's funny.
It was dubbed. So it was, it was real funny.
That's funny. One thing I did forget to ask during the calls, can you do a natural call?
Oh, yeah. That's something I have not done.
Give us your best turkey impression, sir.
Dog.
That's great.
Hound dog. Deer. Three, really, that people really want to hear. Owl. Dog. And then the other would be bullfrog.
Ooh,
The
okay.
bullfrog people love.
That was awesome. That'd be my daughter's favorite.
The crow.
Loves frogs. Crows?
Chicken. A turkey gobble. I can't because I've been coughing.
That's pretty daggone good.
Birds. All right. Cardinal. A robin. A field sparrow.
Ooh, yeah, I've heard that
You
one.
heard that bird.
Yeah.
Yes, early morning bird. Hear him right at daylight.
That's crazy. I do have an impression. Okay. I'm going to do it. I know half the audience has done this one.
You can owl hoot that way. Don't move.
I was going to say, yeah.
Now, the rhythm of a barred owl, who cooks for you? Who cooks for you all? Very good.
I can't get, I'm losing my
It
tongue.
sounded good. The first one was good. It's aggravating. I've tried to do that so many years.
I mean, close.
Close.
Yeah, I got to work on it. But yeah, I remember doing that when I was a kid. And I do the thing with the blade of grass.
Mm-hmm.
And then you blow in the blade of grass and then put it right here in your fingertips.
Yes.
That was fun. It's like a whistle.
It is.
But anyway, all right, Chris, this was so fun.
Different.
What do we plug? I don't know. Do we got you on YouTube. So Chris Wall's on YouTube.
Something else
WALLS.
maybe plug on Facebook. I have a group that a lot of callers call builders follow. It's called Sound File Central.
Okay, Sound File Central, y'all. Let me look it up so we show you the right one. Is this it?
Yep.
All right.
And that's my dad's artwork. Look at my dad's turkey he drew right there. He's
that's
phenomenal, man.
That's beautiful.
He's such a wonderful artist.
Artiste.
He lives in Shady.
Really?
He lives right here. Yep. We're meeting for dinner here in a few minutes.
Small world.
Huh. I'm supposed to already meet him. He's probably mad.
6,200 members. Can anyone join this group, or
Yeah,
do you got to
absolutely.
pass a test?
No, you just join and then get approved, but there's no questions or anything.
Sweet.
But yeah, that's all. If you scroll down though, you can see like all these. If you go to the page,
Discussion.
I don't know if you.
I got to join first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna join.
Yeah, I'll have to
Creepalachia.
approve you. But yeah, there's thousands of sound files of calls like these. You know, just guys from around the country.
That's awesome.
So yeah. But thank you very much for having me down.
No,
And I
yeah.
love what you're doing. And I really like, and I thought a lot about what you're doing. And initially I was like, you know, he'll eventually run out of stuff. But you do so much. You know, I saw you doing deer stuff, doing turkey stuff now, the ghost stuff, history,
Celebrities.
We
do that.
Homer Hickam.
Yep.
That was I watched that from beginning to end.
That was fun.
It was fantastic. My grandfather and my uncle both worked at Coalwood for 30 plus years.
Yeah. And I'm sure, some stories will break down over and over again over time, but that was one of the challenges that I love to accept is, can you possibly spend a lifetime telling different stories about Appalachia? And I firmly believe you can.
That's it.
So yeah, I'm gonna keep on going. But I mean, in every story, like just for instance, you talk about ghost stories, like the Greenbrier ghost story. There's 20 stories you could tell involved in that one overarching story. So I think a lot of this stuff we can really examine and have fun with, but also, there's a lot of sad stuff, a lot of, families I work with now to try and find their loved ones and find out what happened to them. I mean, it gets dark, but also there's light too. There's people that have
been
recovered.
Pretty dark lately.
Yeah.
I've noticed that with the mine disaster and things going on. It's down. Hopefully this will pick people up a little bit.
Yeah. We'll get them. You gotta have a good mixture of things. You gotta have the dark and the light, but yeah, it gets a little somber sometimes. But yeah, man, I appreciate you being here and showing me everything.
My granddad's nickname that worked at Coalwood, they all said that he kissed up to the boss. He worked there 37 years. You know what his nickname was?
What?
Homer.
Oh, really?
Swear to goodness. His nickname was Homer. Frank Martin was his name. He
nice.
Was something else.
Was it after Homer?
Yeah.
That's cool.
After his daddy.
Right.
See, in real life.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Homer was the dad and Sonny was the guy you interviewed.
Yeah. Well, Homer, so I interviewed Homer and then his dad's Homer. And then in the movie, they changed his name to John.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But in real life, like what
he called him Sonny.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Everyone referred to him as Sonny and that was Homer.
Yeah.
They often said, I shouldn't say this, but for a long time, I thought that his name was SOB because I never heard him called Homer.
Oh, that's great.
I always heard him called SOB.
That's great.
Yeah. But that was my grandpa's nickname. Sure was.
That's cool, man. Well, thank you, Chris. We'll have to do this again.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, man. Everyone out there, before you leave, be sure to like this video, subscribe to Creepalachia if you haven't. Can you do some calls? Let me know in the comments. I'm really looking for someone who can identify that Sierra Sounds tape. Pretty sure it's human, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. We are on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. And here we go. Perfect. Beautiful. That was amazing. And everyone out there, always we have merch now, Creepalachia.shop, and always remember, above all else, praise be to the turkeys out there. Go for the breastbone, not the feet, Chris says, and long live Appalachia.